Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. Your big brother, Zoe Williams, is back in the building, goddammit. I'm up in here. I'm doing more than I should be, but I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done, ladies and gentlemen. Man, that track slapping up against somebody's neck. You know what it is. Zoe Williams, the ZOWHAT morning show. I was told not to call it a morning show. It's not really a morning show. You know? It's not really. It's like brunch. The ZOWHAT brunch show. You know why your mic is off?
Because I need to talk loud so I can come through your shit.
And let me tell you why your mic is off. Because I got power over here. Watch me do the motherfucking Cabbage Patch, because I got power. Let me turn your shit on. Okay, because you're only going to make noise. It's just noise in the background. Hold on, can I turn it on?
It's off. Hey, my mic's off. That nigga turned my mic off.
Yo.
Turn my mic on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ZOWHAT happy hour show. How about that? I like the happy hour show. The ZOWHAT happy hour show.
Happy hour show.
We're here to change your lives.
Turn my mic on.
Let's bang a little bit. Let's get a little. Come on, let's go.
Just turn my mic on. I got something to say today. Turn my mic on. Hey, turn my mic on. Let's listen to the Zoe show today.
Today, in the name of Jesus.
I'm that nigga you wish your auntie had hooked up with. Turn my mic on.
Come on, Auntie, get with him.
Auntie Ernestine, we gon' forgive your long sleeve titties on how you been on the scene.
Yeah.
Auntie, we gon' take all them kids to the mall with you. Get them in the van. Stop sucking your thumb. Pull your pants up like a man. I don't care what you done.
Auntie, get with this nigga.
You know you done fucked your life up so far, Auntie.
This is a good match for you.
You got a job down at the power company. Get your teeth fixed. Get your car fixed. Stop riding raggedy, Auntie. You too pretty for this shit, Auntie.
This nigga's good for you.
This man, he got 2 cars at his house. You can drive one, girl. It's been sitting there for the longest, girl.
Got 2 cars.
Just throw him a good one, Auntie, and fix your life out. Straighten your life out, Auntie. You done fucked a bunch of horrible niggas. You need to fuck one good one, Auntie. Take one.
One good one. Auntie.
Look at him.
Best nigga you ever seen.
Now, Auntie, let me talk to you for a minute. Now, you done fucked some horrible niggas just for lunch. You done fucked some horrible niggas to go to Denny's after the club. Auntie, you can't fuck one good man so he'll take your son fishing. Come on, Auntie. Take one for the goddamn team.
Come on,
Trying to
Auntie.
get Auntie hooked up.
Trying to straighten your shit out, Auntie.
Auntie.
Hey, what you doing, girl? How come your kids don't look like one another?
Valentine, baby.
They look like neighbors, yeah. Auntie, fix it, Auntie. I'm gonna call my auntie, the
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the ZOWHAT Morning Show.
My auntie potato salad so good, I can't wait till somebody else die.
Let me fix it now. It's not the morning show. We're not a morning show.
No, we're not.
I love the brunch show. Auntie. ZOWHAT mornings
You
or
and your kids.
mid mornings. We got a couple of people in the building. Kevin Barringer,
What up?
Timmy Tight top.
TTT, Timmy Tight Top.
10,000 push-ups, baby. Yeah.
Work it out, nigga.
Working out, nigga.
Yeah, that's working out, nigga.
Strong man.
That's the last thing you want to see after you
Working
say,
out,
well, go
nigga.
get your damn son then. Oh, shit.
Timmy Tight Top in the building right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just break it down real quick. Before we even get started on today's topic for the ZOWHAT brunch show,
How about it?
we got to promote some things. Timmy Tight Top hasn't been in the building for quite some time, and he comes in here light-handed.
Yeah, you little.
He comes in here light-handed.
No, I just got back.
That's hilarious.
Hey, hand me the mango situation and the baby I'm a star, both the fruity ones.
Right. Right. You going to just leave us with the shit that tastes like Sudafed.
Right.
No, all of it's great. All of it's good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ZOWHAT
Young lady, would you
brunch.
like a juice?
Let's get down. Let's break it down, okay? I got to promote some things.
I just said I'll trade you.
Ladies first, nigga.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this while they're talking. Ladies and gentlemen, as is commonplace, before I get started on the show, we promote businesses. We try to get businesses off the ground, get them a good push, and it's important that you support them. I'm not promoting them for our health just to be mentioned and stuff. I need you guys to, this is a call to action. And there are a lot of people who say they respect my work. They respect, the years of service, I guess, sharing information, putting shit down for folk. And I want to do that, but it doesn't matter if you guys don't ride, hard for what we do. You underdig? So with that said, business number one, weed juice. A friend of mine from high school, he wanted to take it. He took his T-shirt off, or he took his sweatshirt off so he could
Oh, shit.
reveal that he's muscular.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I just want to show that I got darker on my shirt.
Hold on. Let me pull.
what happened?
Where your mic at? Hold on. 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to talk?
You gonna let me talk? I can hear.
There
I
it
can
is.
hear now.
There you go. Promote your business. Get people involved.
So, what's up? So I'm back from Thailand, exploring all.
But, let
all
me
the
just
shit.
ask
Whatever,
real quick.
whatever.
Why did you go to Thailand? Because I see a lot of black people going to Thailand like it's Disneyland. But why are people going to Thailand?
I just went and met some people out there. It wasn't shit that I just picked.
Thailand is
But
like
it-
Africa with good Chinese food.
And cheap.
It's
And cheap.
as
The
shit.
dollar is like very strong
The
out there.
dollar is king out there.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's good.
Take
We ain't over
$5.
there.
So niggas is going over there to look exotic
Yeah.
on the cheap.
Niggas is going over there to ball out with $600.
$5, you king.
$1,000 takes $500. You're awesome.
Yeah.
$6 for massages out there.
Yeah.
And you got them, didn't
Okay,
you?
hold on a second. Hold on a
My
second,
back
Mr.
looks
Tight
strong
Top.
right now.
Do you mean
And you got them,
entire massages? The entire massage is $6?
Listen,
In other
the
words,
entire
the
massage would
happy
be
ending.
$20.
Oh, the entire is 20.
20. I'm talking about really 20.
Man, look, that's a lot of money.
Not just happy endings, like 20.
Oh wow.
Anyway.
you trying to get something they won't let you get back on the plane with.
Yeah, damn.
Okay. I went to Okinawa.
Shit.
They showed us that video of what there's something called black syphilis.
Ooh.
The nickname is Black Lily because what happens is if you get it, your penis turns black and basically rots off of you. Since I'm already black, I don't get a warning. It's just gonna fall off.
So,
Once I saw that, My dick did not see the light of day for 6 months. I was like, I'm good. I'm straight. Straight.
So
Straight.
I decided to stand up to get everybody's attention. This isn't the part where we just have random
Chit-chat.
conversation.
Right.
So I'm going to turn off everybody's mic again. I mean, because, you know. Geoff Brown, wow. Like, if you don't pull him in, we lost forever. It's Star Trek. It's, damn it, Jim. I don't know where we are. I fell asleep. Geoff, back to what we were trying to do at the beginning of this show is promote some businesses. You know, when you go to Thailand, you get this black dick juice. Have you ever seen the black dick juice disease? Black dick juice disease will kill you. You understand me? I'm so sick of black dick juice disease over there in Thailand. It's over, Geoff. They done put me in charge of my own shows. Anyway, Zoe Williams is in the building, the ZOWHAT Morning Show. We juice. Hey, man, tell us, man. Give us a breakdown. Yeah, you can talk.
There we go. So, we have new stuff coming on the website this month. So we got Black Magic's on there now, so you can order the Black Magic and order strawberry ginger shots. The
Strawberry ginger shots that you didn't bring? Well, that's fine.
that I didn't bring. I mean, yeah. You got the oh, you know what? They got real, what's that stuff that they sell? That drinks that they have like
this is the
chemicals in it.
worst promo ever.
It is. It is. But anyway, we got new stuff on the menu this month. For the new website, we got new things on the website. We got new prices coming on. So for the lookout for the 19th of January, we're gonna have new stuff on the menu.
All right, dope.
New prices.
My favorite stuff in the world, Total Package Energy. You can see it. Everybody sees it. I've had 2 bottles. Total Package Energy, the greatest energy shot in the game. It's so good. It keeps me turned up. You know, Dick? I done had 1 bottle today, and I'm ready to jump off a building and land on my feet. You know, Dick?
Just 2 bottles?
I only brought 2 bottles in. I have 10 cases in the car. I made a commitment not to share any of this 10 case.
With that bullshit.
I love you guys. I love you.
No, you
Share
don't.
some.
I love you.
No, you don't.
But I love Total Package Energy more. I love it more.
It's a damn shame, boy.
It's mine. Why should I share?
Face.
It's mine.
Look at your face. Who's talking about it, nigga?
It's my own.
It's mine.
It's mine.
Pookie times 10, nigga.
My own.
Yeah, that's Pookie in a bottle.
My precious. Total Package Energy. Go to TotalPackageEnergy.com and tell them Zoe Williams sent you. When I tell you it's fly, it's super fly, it's the dopest energy drink in the world. It doesn't taste that bad. A lot of others taste terrible. It doesn't taste that bad. And energy. No carbs, no sugars, no crashes, no jitters, no nothing. Total Package Energy. Get it. Now, the next thing. The Relationship Dismount has been released on audiobook as of December 28th. I know it's 4 years after the original release of the paperback and the Kindle versions. But the audiobook of the Relationship Dismount, I didn't know audiobooks was that sick. Oh, this is ridiculous. The response has been crazy. Listen, I want to stay number 1. I've been number 1 since the 28th of December, 2018. Number 1 in divorce. You gotta get this book. The audiobook is now available on audio. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. My book is going crazy right now. Now let me hit you upside the head with this one too. You got to pre-order the new book, which is slated for next month, 2019, the holographic relationship. It's turning out to be pretty ridiculous, too. I need everybody to go pre-order your copy of this book. IamZoeWilliams.com. IamZoeWilliams.com. Click shop, click books, scroll down, and pre-order a copy of the holographic relationship. Kev, you got something to promote?
Yeah. New shirts. Got the Dragon Moore shirt on. I had a Phoenix Moore shirt. That was the Firebird last week. So go to realnoggins.com, cop the new shirts. Also got Return of the Dragon Moore and Enter the Dragon Moore shirts, and also some Dragoness Moore shirts. So go over there and cop those. Also, the great book of melanin research, vibranium instructions for those who don't know what that is. So go to Real Noggins YouTube page and cop that. $49 for the digital copy and $199 for the digital copy and the hard book copy, and I'll send that to you by the end of the week. You go out for that. And also bossbabytrump.com. Go over there and cop those shirts, Kaepernick, the LeBron shirt, and we got a Star Wars shirt coming out next week.
All right.
I suppose I have it.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
What do you have to promote?
Giraffe balls.
Biznalls.
Is popping. It was fantastic last week. I finally have a hotline number. It is 310
310
773
773
3475.
3475.
Anytime you call me, it comes right to my phone.
It goes right to his phone.
And I can talk to you anytime. And that is for the inappropriate hour as well. I'm going to have you call onto my phone right here.
Why would they do that?
Like
Why would they do that?
Just, I don't understand.
You do not understand. You must understand. It is working.
It's 1990.
It's 19.
Let's just go back to the 90s. It's fine. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, more silliness comes your way. We got to talk about it.
Tomfoolery.
How does one survive the government shutdown? You know the government can be shut down.
The government.
This is the government shutdown.
GUM mint.
Are we playing Bob Marley in the back?
Well, if we wanted to try to get away with it,
We can't.
this nigga here, boy, this nigga fuck up a free dinner. Are these dinners free? Yes,
We
Jeff.
don't pay for this.
All right, so here we go. I got questions for today's topic. We all know that Donald Trump is getting ready to shut down the government, right? Already said he would.
I thought it was
It's already shut down.
It's already
shut down.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah. How do we survive a government shutdown? It's a lot of government workers that are asked to go to work or either get furloughed. Shit is starting to look crazy, man.
Yeah.
How do you survive? Do you know they can shut down the food stamps too, right?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
They shut down the IRS checks.
Yep. The parks. Well, the parks are open, but ain't nobody working on it.
If your plan for survival if you're in the planning stages now, you should just open a can of peaches, eat it, and wait to die. You're too late. You're too late. You're going to die. I've said this for years.
Man.
America is the Titanic. Done hit the iceberg.
Man.
And niggas is still dancing on the deck while the shit go, okay, keep with that shit. Keep with not preparing yourself. Keep with your JOB. Keep with that. See what happens.
Well, here we are.
Ass beyond the Thunderdome type shit. That's okay.
That is today's topic. Food inspection. Even the FDA is not inspecting food.
Damn.
IRS shut down, which is really wanted.
So what's getting through right now?
This is why I keep trying to tell people. How you gonna take care of your family? How you gonna take care of your peoples? You ain't got shit. You don't have no wealth. You don't have no resources. Where your seed bank?
You ain't got each other.
Where your bug out bags? Huh? Where your bug out bag?
Ammunition, beans, rice.
Guess what? You done spent a shitload of money on a government-sanctioned holiday called Christmas.
Ooh.
Huh? And you ain't got no backup seeds?
Niggas gonna be sharp as hell hungry.
Where your water tank?
Yeah. Are you catching any rainwater today?
Right.
Huh? Who taking care of your babies?
Right.
Because it damn sure ain't you. Lot of people.
How much you like that dog in your family? Because you might have to eat it.
Oh, shit.
Jeff, first off, that's the
Really,
last shit you should mention.
Really, nigga?
As much as you in love with your dog,
Well, I'm good at all them other areas.
you would not eat your dog,
Right.
Jeff.
I'm not
You
gonna
sure
have to.
wouldn't.
I'm not gonna have to because as we speak,
Jeff, even if you had to,
You would
share a
not-
Snicker
you
bar
would
with that
not
dog.
do
I do. I love my
And
dog.
dogs ain't even supposed to eat chocolate. You be like,
That's
here
my
go,
baby.
here.
That's my baby.
Here's some chocolate, baby.
I'm good. I got 200 pounds of beans and about 75 pounds of rice and a bunch of ammunition. I'm on deck.
Okay.
I'm straight.
I'm on deck.
I'm
good.
straight.
Will the government shutdown affect tax refunds? Can you get unemployment during a government shutdown? What does it mean when the government shuts down?
All that.
Is the president playing an ugly game of chicken right now? If I don't get my wall,
You don't get your check.
y'all don't get your checks. The number to dial is 323-230. 4445 323-230-4445. I need you guys to call me right now. How is the government shutdown affecting you and your loved ones? Huh? You motherfuckers ain't got no goddamn garden.
Right.
Where your garden? You ain't got no neighborhood garden.
Put all them rocks and gazebo shit out there in the backyard. So now your backyard is a wonderful place to sit and be hungry. Because you ain't got no garden back there.
Yeah. List of agencies that will be affected by the United States government shutdown: American Battle Monuments, Congress, Consumer Product Safety Commission, Department of Agriculture, Department of Commerce, Department of Defense, military academies, Department of Education, Department of Energy.
IRS.
IRS?
Yep.
It's a lot of shit.
That's what he really wanted.
A lot of shit gets shut down.
He wanted that IRS shut down.
A lot of shit gets shut down. What is Jeff doing? I'm telling you, man, this dude has ADHD, man. A lot of stuff gets shut down. Jeff, it was important for you to go say hello?
No, it's important for me to get my guest.
That's your guess? What I need him to do? He got a little neck meat. I need you to get him one of them head weights
Yeah.
so he can strengthen the back of his neck.
Well, he's lost a gang of weight. And see, here's what happened. What people don't understand is when you get to a certain age, you can't lose head weight.
Head weight
Your
is
head
just...
weight stay.
Yes, you can.
So no, you can't. You get up there. You get up there. Look, that's why you see people walking around looking like lollipops. Look like a big leather lollipop.
Don't have people out here walking around with big water heads thinking they can't lose their...
They can't lose head weight.
Yes, you can.
My Uncle Floyd lost 400 pounds. He was up to 600 pounds. He lost 400. Everything went down but that fucking head.
So let's come back
zippers
to
on
it.
his T-shirts.
Let's come back to it. What are the reasons, Jeff,
Yes, sir.
that the government shut down in this particular case? Do you know? Are you hip?
Well, when you say reason on the surface, they give us bullshit reason.
Okay, so, right.
In my opinion, again, it all falls under this umbrella. America, as a construct, has outlived its usefulness.
Why do you say that, Jeff?
We don't make shit no more. We don't really export. Ain't nobody buying our funky ass cars. Don't nobody. You go overseas and look for a Chevy Caprice. You ain't gonna find one. So we got all these black people and working people, which is why white people are the most duped by racism. Those of you who don't own shit, you too. Regular white folks and regular working class people, we don't have We're in the information age. We're not in the industrial age. We don't really need all these people. So what do we do with them? I tell you what we do. We take all the people who can afford good shit and we put them in cities. We make these cities these wonderful cathedrals of technology and advancement. And then the rest of the world is beyond the fucking Thunderdome. And that's what's starting right now. Or no, that was before now. It's just you seeing this shit is rolling now. And they can tell you whatever you want. We'll tell you everything we're doing because you can't stop it.
What are you going to do about it?
That's right.
You're a dependent, okay? You're not going to be able to do anything about any of the nefarious things that I'd like to do to you.
He sounds like the privileged nephew of Dr. Evil, of the person who's really doing this shit.
Nefarious
You
things.
need to shit about what my uncle's doing to you guys. So there.
What are you gonna do when my uncle decides to run up in you? My Uncle Sam's a pedophile.
That's right.
He's gonna spread you wide and run deep.
That's it.
What are you gonna do?
You're going to be on a Lifetime special next season. It's called Touched by an Uncle.
Uncle.
What are you gonna do?
Surviving my uncle.
Oh, my God. Surviving Uncle Sam. Surviving my uncle.
So again, we ask these questions because a lot of people believe in government the same way they believe in Jesus.
And they're about to be...
You see, the government and Jesus part of the same team.
The same thing.
Yep.
The government and Jesus like Democrats and Republicans. Behind closed doors, they friends, they on the golf course together. Hell, it was the government that said, your marriage ain't shit unless Jesus signed off on it. It was the government that said your children illegitimate. Unless Jesus signed off on it. Government and Jesus, they part of the same hierarchy.
Yes, they
That's why I
can.
keep trying to tell people, where your life at? You can't tell. Listen, that's why I tell people, don't be dating motherfuckers who be speaking the same bullet points as either Republic or Democrat. When was the last time you had a conversation with a motherfucker and he had his own bullet points and they made sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your own bullet points?
He was talking-
And
he
they
was
make
talking points.
sense?
Unless and until.
The government. Go ahead, Jeff.
Unless and until someone, anyone, runs for any office with an agenda, a wide open agenda that outlines clearly what they plan to do for black people specifically, but not poor people. That's other folks. Not people with one leg longer than another. Not people who like to sleep with the same sex. No. Black people specifically. Boy. Why am I fucking with you? If you can't tell me what you're going to do that benefits black folks first, then why am I even entertaining any of your bullshit?
Kev,
None of that matters.
you know the law of correspondence. The law of balance.
Yeah.
In order for the government to be able to lube up your
Sphincter.
economic sphincter, the government gotta do good acts.
You gotta do something nice to, oil up your economic shit shoot.
Your shit chute needs to be lubed properly.
Because we're coming.
Listen, the way
Yes.
spirit works, we got to balance it, right, Kev?
You gotta balance.
So
it out.
guess what? I'm going to give you cheese.
Yep. Call it good mint cheese. Call it good mint cheese.
Good. But again, I'm going to do services. I'm going to provide services, right?
You discharge the karma.
I'm going to discharge the karma of economic, mental, spiritual, emotional, and psychological sphincter stretching.
Okay.
But this whole shit is made to fall anyway.
Yes.
This is not gonna. I mean, all you people
Yes.
hoping that Trump is gonna get, thrown in jail or impeached and all this.
They
and
cracking me up with
y'all
that shit.
tripping. This motherfucker is the last president y'all gonna see
Ever.
in the government. No, in the government, the present government, the way the government is presently created. They're trying to institute some type of socialist government. That's why you see Bernie Sanders was plastered. Bernie Sanders been around for fucking ever. This motherfucker could have ran for president. He been in like the government for 40 years, 40-something years, almost 50 years.
He's
And
like
now-
the
Could've-
government's version
Right.
of Larry Brown.
Seriously, he could have ran a long time ago. Now all of a sudden, his motherfucker's put out there in front because of democratic socialism. He used to call himself just a socialist. That was it until he started running for the presidency. And then he put democratic socialism in front of it to make it easier for you to swallow. But that's their whole shit. They have to ruin the capitalist government that you're in right now and create the socialist government because socialist government is a one world government. It's
And they
not-
couldn't do it with a Negro president.
No, he implemented he did the behind the scenes shit to get it ready. So all of the G20 and merging all of the financial systems and all of that stuff that you saw him do when that crash happened, Barack was there to merge the systems, the paperwork wise on the back end.
Right.
G20s and all of that shit. So now that we all hooked up, and he was also there to try to, because he was supposedly had that Muslim name, Barack Hussein Obama, he was more acceptable to the Muslim world. For them
But
to try
the
to,
point
to try
is-
to pull them into that one world shit.
But the point is, everybody, as Shakespeare once said, the world is a play.
Yep.
Right, the world is a stage, and everybody has a role to
Yep.
play. Everybody has their entrance, and everybody has their exits.
Stay in your lane.
His lane couldn't be this. Because
Nope.
everybody would have been like, get that nigga out of here. Even black people would have been like, what the
Man,
fuck?
as soon as he said one wrong motherfucking thing, I mean, slightly kind of racist thing, they'd ring that nigga's name.
But
Who is this?
that's the
Barack
point.
Obama, if he had been like,
Barack Obama couldn't be the type of president that Donald Trump is. He just couldn't be that.
no nigga.
Do you know how?
No
do you
nigga.
know how? I am well aware that Barack Obama was perfectly placed and groomed because there's nothing dirty in his past.
Right.
He
Because
ain't got a pass.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. This nigga came out of a hermetically sealed jar. He ain't
Get
got
us,
no past.
Hey, crack.
Listen, it's time to bring out the hermetically sealed nigga.
Yeah. We done made G.I. JoJo. We gonna bring him on now.
Break the seal on that nigga.
Bring out the hermetically sealed nigga for presidential consideration.
Yeah. Because if there was
We
something-
need a nigga that don't have no germs.
Yeah.
Germ-free nigga.
Yeah, we need a
Bring
nigga
the
with
germ-free nigga, please.
can we get that mild sauce nigga? We need the mild sauce. We need the mild sauce nigga.
Again, I see so many good brothers who believe in the political system. Our political system was originally based off of the Greek system, right? And the Greek system was based off of theater.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's just rewind. The Greek system of government, of democracy, was a type of theater.
Well, yes, democracy. This is the thing, though. Our system is not democracy.
No, I get that. I don't want to get off the point.
Okay.
The point of theater.
Yes.
Let's put on a show for these dumbass motherfuckers. Because dumb people need to be entertained. I'm speaking to black people specifically right now. I'm not saying all black people are dumb. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we are a pep rally type people. That's why marches still factor in as a solution for changing shit. We like to get riled up in church sermons. We like to get riled up in political sermons. We like to be told the obvious so we could be motivated to do nothing. You see what I mean? We feel good about being talked to. But when it's time to do the work, we tend not to do what is necessary to get through.
Get your black ass down.
Do you see why TD Jakes matters today? Lord have mercy, Jesus. Why is Jesus still relevant in 2019 when niggas only got 2% of the nation's wealth? Oh, but Lord have mercy, TD Jakes can afford TD steaks.
The doors of the church steaks.
What in the fuck is going on?
Yes, it's a play, man. The word person, even the word person means a mask. And that was because they used mask in the amphitheater in Greece to amplify their voice, to be heard when they would speak. So everything in this is about your part within the play.
Wow. The etymological root of the word vote, please.
Wish. It means to wish. Period.
What's the difference between a dictionary, Jesus, and a dictionary and an etymological dictionary? What's the difference?
Well, most dictionaries only give you the connotation of the word, meaning the modern meaning, the accepted meaning. And etymology will give you the history and the true meaning of the word. Etymon means true meaning. So it gives you the actual vibration of the word when it was created.
Who's been to school and studied communications?
Communications major.
There is two terms that you used to break down and make a little more sense of what Kevin just said.
Yes.
That is the connotation versus the denotation.
Yes.
The connotation is what is generally accepted today. You dig? Based off of social context, right? And then you have the denotation, which denotes the true meaning of the actual word. Yes, brothers?
Yes, brother.
Brother.
That's a powerful word, brother. Powerful.
Lord have mercy. My Lord. My Lord. These niggas
they told
need
you.
government to be a leash around their neck so they can know they belong to someone.
But you can't say they didn't tell you. You cannot say we didn't tell you the truth. We gave you two words, elect and vote, and you chose the word vote.
What does the word elect mean, good wordsmith Negro? We have a resident wordsmith Negro here on the show this evening.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, they're banging on the word. Dang.
The wordsmith
You
talk
better
to
get
us.
your vibration right. Elect means to choose,
But vote
choose.
means to wish.
to wish.
So how does that tie into the electoral college, young deacon?
You can wish all goddamn day, but that don't mean you actually affecting anything. To elect, to choose, that's why the electoral college, these are the qualified people who understand the government. That's why they're the ones who actually choose who's in government.
So in other words, not everybody in this society is qualified to choose, but we are all qualified to wish.
That's right. They tell you in the damn Constitution. It said you need to be a qualified elector. That's right at the beginning of the Constitution. It has nothing about vote. It says qualified elector. So when you vote, when you roll right along with that shit, then you're following along with it. They told you. You're a part of the game.
I'm going to go on and put wish with it. Hope is a dirty
Yep.
four-letter word.
Yep. Same.
Hold
yep.
on.
Wish, hope. Faith.
Hold on.
What's on your mind, baby?
Because you've been saying this shit for years, and I've been disagreeing with you for years.
Okay.
Hope, faith, wish. Yes, Lord. All of these here words here have an inherent power.
I sure wish we could get Bishop to wear a suit.
Yeah,
A lot of people-
I got to stomp a little bit here. It has an inherent power. Something to you. Quantum mechanics tells us that we live in an observer-based reality. Don't believe me? Go do the research and look up the double slit experiment or the measurement problem. What they consider observation could also be swapped out. The term observation can be swapped out for measurement.
Okay.
That's why they call it the measurement problem. But observation and measurement are synonymous with each other with regards to this particular experiment. Whenever you try to measure what the electron is doing once it goes through one or both slits, the wave function of probability collapses. What does that mean? It means, before I look at it,
It's one thing.
the motherfucking electron is everywhere. It's a probability. It's everywhere. But the moment I observe it, the wave function collapses and it becomes physical. So when we say don't wish, don't hope, don't have faith, what we're actually saying is don't create. See, how they turned a hope, a wish, and all that bullshit into some limited power is by controlling your ability to create. This is why I say, hold on. If I asked everybody in this motherfucker to create a monster right now, a monster that has never existed before, how would your monster start?
My monster would start.
You designing a monster right now.
Yes,
It ain't never existed.
never existed.
Create this monster right now, Jeff.
This monster is made up of 23 quintillion parts.
Okay.
They are very, very small. These small parts are what is known as GMO molecules. And what they're in is in everything. And as you eat, as you digest, this monster turns into different parts of itself in different people.
What does it look like?
What does it look like? It looks like a conglomerate of whatever it's close to.
Right.
looks like-
Anything physical.
Does it look like it? Yeah, it looks like a man. It looks like a man.
got you.
But
Keep going.
this monster is controllable by what you eat.
Oh,
This
I love
monster, if you basically, if I want something attacked by this monster,
Yes, sir.
all I have to do is program everybody who ate Pop-Tarts yesterday.
Yes,
with
Lord, I'm
GMOs
scared already.
And the Pop-Tart
Yes.
motherfuckers will come at you, and you think it's random. And it
Pop-Tart
is
monsters.
random. Wait a minute. This dude that got off this, this is a nice movie. This dude that got down off the telephone
Don't
pole-
write a whole story, Jeff. Just tell us about the monster.
This homeless dude, this police officer, this mother of five all jumped out and start eating this man at a light. What the fuck do they have in common other than Pop-Tarts? Nobody knows. The monster looks like everybody and nobody at the same time.
Okay, cool. Kev, what would your monster look like?
Wow.
Man. I don't believe in monsters. Shit.
Oh, come on, Kev. Just for the sake.
Kevin Monster flies over cities and goes, nigga,
Nigga, quit it, nigga.
Monsters, nigga.
nigga.
Look here, nigga.
Kev, for the sake.
A monsters.
Shit. Donald Trump and Barack Obama combined.
Wow.
Wow.
That's perfect, though.
Wow.
I love that.
A light-skinned nigga with orange hair?
A light-skinned nigga with orange hair.
That's scary.
That's a monster.
Timmy Tight tightest top in the town. Tell us, what would your monster look like?
I'm at to go with the what's that the big marshmallow man on
Stay Puft?
Okay, Stay Puft
marshmallow mixed with a tiger.
Mixed with a tiger.
Damn.
Dope.
Damn.
All right.
A big
So-
bubbly tiger?
Let me tell you where I got that thought experiment from. I got it from a book called Dynamic Thought by Thomas Hamblin. go get it.
Okay.
Huh?
And at the end of the book, when you read it, it starts again. There's another section at the end of the book called postgraduate lessons. Dynamic thought talks about how thought creates reality. But at the end of the book, there's a section called postgraduate lessons, where he goes into the fact that the reason why your thoughts create reality is because you're God. Now, peep game. The real hustle, and let me show you the flaw in everything that y'all said. It wasn't a real flaw, but the thought example that he gave was this. I asked you to create a monster. You can't think outside of the box and create because you're not a creator. You're not taught to create. You're taught to make.
Oh.
So he was saying you pull examples from different shit that's pre-existent. Your monster is a composite of thought ingredients, pieces.
Wow.
It's not some shit
not
that
from
scratch that you pull out of the universe. That's why the trick is create a monster, right? That I'll understand, that I can see as a monster. You get what I'm saying? Your monster was a Pop-Tart, some Pop-Tart and food, and it looks like everybody. You get it? It looks like a man. These are examples of us pulling from things that are pre-existent.
Right.
Kev, great example. He said Barack Obama and Trump, light-skinned nigga with orange hair, right? And then the homie, Stay Puft and a tiger.
All existing things.
All existing things.
Oh.
To create is to bring something into existence that has never existed prior to. So ask yourself when you talking to a motherfucker about dating, nigga, let me see if I can get one original thought out of this nigga or out of this woman. That's why hoping, wishing, and praying don't work, because they've put the contents in your consciousness, so you default to ingredients they gave you.
So you trying to build a shotgun with Lincoln Logs?
Do you understand?
You can't do that. You can't build a shotgun with no Legos, can you?
Do you understand?
That's all I'm gonna give you.
Do you understand? That's why being dependent on a system makes sense.
Well, I still disagree with the hope thing, bro.
But the hope as it is currently constructed.
Well,
Because think about what you... Listen what I said before. Let me say it again. Let me say it again. Where did hip-hop come from? Oppression.
yes.
Where did R&B come from?
Lack consciousness, yes.
Oppression. Where did jazz come from? Oppression. Where did the blues come from? Oppression. Can you imagine what Michael Jackson and Prince could have created if they had no pressure, no oppression? What the fuck kind of music? I will play the harp with angel butt hairs.
Yeah.
You don't know what type of fire music could come if you're not under duress. Even Biggie said it, more money, more problems. But he also said, niggas want me to rap about the same kind of shit. I live different now. I'm living better now.
Coochie sweater now.
I'm in another space. I can't keep talking about the bullshit that I came from. I'm at another level.
Not if you want me to keep it real.
So when we talk about hope, you got a lot of motherfuckers who are hoping through the lens of oppression. This is why spiritualists will tell you when you go to prayer for supplication, you should not go in there with the vibration of scarcity. You should go in there with the thought process of affirmation. Nigga, I affirm this is already real. I already got this. But most people going there, please, Lord Jesus, please, my shoe. Lord, have mercy. This gravy needs salt. Lord, have mercy. Bring the salt stork.
Right. In that aspect, so what you're saying is hope, and in the way that I've understand it, hope takes lack of knowledge, because you don't hope that you can find your way home because you know your way home. You don't hope.
Yes, Lord. Yes. I'm about to stand up for you now, Lord. Go ahead, Lord.
No, I'm saying no. You know what I'm saying? You don't hope for things that you know about.
Right.
You literally just go and do it. So
right. I sure hope my car starts.
So these words, hope, trust, belief, and faith, all use each other to define each other. So you can't, in that aspect, they're literally all one thing. And so for me to be disconnected from all that means that I don't have the knowledge of I can do that. I can just tell the universe what I want and make it happen. So I have to hope for it because I don't really know that that's true.
No. Not in that context. It's not one. But I see where you're going. But the commoner, the spiritual commoner thinks in that aspect that you're breaking.
Right. That's my point. Yeah. So the spiritual commoner who's not taught, who they truly are and their connection to the universe, that's the mentality that they have. They have to hope for things like that because they don't understand that the universe is a yes person. It's a yes.
It's a yes.
Yeah. And as soon as you tell it whatever you want, it'll give it to you.
So what happened? I had the government. The government.
The government.
The government.
Right.
The government came in and said, no. These are people. These are beings that create universes with thought.
Right.
If I don't get my motherfucking ass in there and control what they think to be true, I must install myself as the author of their personal narrative.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That way, I can green light the amplification of oppression by the hip hop artists. So when people listen to that, guess what their lens gets aimed at? And what are they making? And what are they making? What is my lens bringing into reality? What it is motivated by? This music. So in one fell swoop, I'm gonna okay you to put bullshit out to take everybody else's lens out of focus and out of direction at one time, so that they manifest this out of focus, out of direction existence.
Right.
Jesus and money got the same author.
Yeah.
That's real.
Jesus and money got the same author.
Yeah. Or what I like to say,
printer, the same printer.
Dear black Christians under the sound of my voice, Jesus is black the way the Hulk is green. Think that through.
Bring it back, Jeff. Come on.
Jesus is black the way the Hulk is green. Jesus ain't white. Jesus had hair of lamb's wool and feet of brass, so he must be black. You know what you are arguing? You are arguing whether there is a red Hulk or not.
Right.
Okay? You know what Jesus, Spider-Man, and the Hulk all have in common? Authors, nigga. Authors. Authors, not true existence.
Yes, sir, Lord.
Authors.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Teach him now.
That shit was stolen from you, regurgitated.
Guide him
Puffy
slowly.
put a remix on it,
Yes.
and now your monkey ass is talking about won't he do? Okay, yeah.
Yes, Lord. Yes, yes,
Okay.
Lord. Yes. Listen.
Find your God. He out there, but that ain't him. You better find your God.
But let's go deeper into this hope thing, because hope is inspiration.
Right.
And inspiration is internal. Listen to me now. Just follow me now, sir.
Right.
Follow me, Jesus.
I'm gonna
now.
follow you kicking and screaming.
But that's all right. I don't want you to kick or scream. I want you to walk down the street and just listen to what I'm saying. You ain't got to agree, but just listen.
What's wrong with this fool?
Inspiration. Internal.
Wow.
Internal spiritual awareness. Right? Hope now becomes, in my opinion, an instrument of creativity. You know, dig? Like, not hoping in the sense of, man, I hope something would change. No, in the sense of, watch me create something out of this situation. See, they made
That's
sure.
optimism to me. More than
Right.
I can smoke that too.
Right.
But listen to me, Kev. They made it so any recourse you ever needed for what was wrong with yourself had to come from the outside in. That's why the authority
Yes.
has so much fucking power. The good man.
I sure hope my check get here.
Do you understand?
Right.
They say, well, fuck that. Let's not, because you can aspire to be anything,
You can.
which is an act of creation. Motherfucker, I want to do this. Motherfucker, I want to do that. Motherfucker, I'm going to do this.
Right.
Yep.
Hold on, nigga. Who said you could do that?
Wait, just the goddamn. Where's your permit?
Did I sign off on any of these great ideas that came from the inside of your spirit, little dusty nigga?
Where's your license? Where's your license? Where'd you go to school? What credentials do you have?
Do you understand? Do you understand?
At what point in this did I authorize any of your action? You can think what the fuck you want. When did I say that you could build this building on this land?
Listen, we live in a society right now that says your greatness has to be signed off on
Wow.
by the authority.
By Todd.
Yep.
This is why ain't no nigga Uber creators or nigga Apple creators. I'm sure
Right.
there's some. There got to be some somewhere. We just don't know about them.
Yeah, out there, yeah, but
They somewhere.
We need to go back.
But a nigga's so good at staying in line. Slavery was an advanced course in spiritual coloring within the lines.
it was.
Stay your bitch ass inside this line, or I'm
And-
tear you back up.
and by number.
You understand?
Like the paint by
paint
number.
by number,
The
yeah.
paint by number, where you get everybody. Remember the old oil painting John T. and them used to do? But and everybody oil painting gonna look the same because 57 is magenta, nigga.
Now let me jump back to it. Today's topic. You're listening to the ZOWHAT brunch show on Dash Talk X. And we're talking about how to survive the government shutdown. And if this is your first time tuning into this show, just please understand a little bit about what we do. It's a round table of brothers who have a special insight into the fucktardery that we are experiencing in our reality
Now what
today.
next?
You in the dig? And today's topic is how to survive the government shutdown. And there's some technical shit we can talk about. But this conversation is wide ranging in basically the through line is, why are we so dependent on a government that is corrupt, that don't mind putting you in harm's way? Now, I want to hear from people. Call me, 323-230-4445. I want to hear from people who got bug out bags or who even know what a bug out bag is. Do you know what a bug out bag is? See, I would argue that a lot of people
Who, me?
don't know what a bug out bag. I didn't ask you, boy.
I don't know.
No,
Boy,
boy.
you must have seen me getting out of a cold shower. What are you talking about, boy?
Wait a minute. Hold on. No, nigga.
The fuck is he talking about?
This motherfucker. Jeff. I can't.
Boy, the fuck is that?
This motherfucker. He must have.
The fuck is he talking
This is why he's one of the greatest comedians that nobody knows.
Stop. Yeah.
A lot of people need to know.
A lot of people know. Let's put
This
it this way.
motherfucker said he must have seen me get out a cold shower. Who you calling a boy? You must have saw me get out of a cold shower.
Let me put it to you this way.
This motherfucker stupid as hell.
2019 is the year of Geoff Brown not being every comic you know best kept secret. How about that?
Jeff Brown is fucking
Every
hysterical.
comic you know with color on his skin, you ask him about Geoff Brown. Oh, I owe that nigga some money because he wrote these jokes. Yeah,
That's right.
every one of them. I'm gonna say that.
I want to hear from it though, because people really don't know what's going on, man. A bug out bag is a bag that has 72 hours of emergency resources
On deck.
You got that? Everybody got to have a bug out bag.
It don't cost much.
So let's just break it down. Some of the natural disasters are obvious. Tsunami, hurricane, earthquake, all that. But did you know an economic instability is also considered a natural disaster?
What if your ATM card don't work now? What do you got?
Now, go back to Donald Trump and what he's doing. What is he doing, Kevin?
He's about to implement a national emergency. This is how the whole shit happens. This is what Hitler did. So Hitler, basically somebody had bombed or burned down the parliament building in Germany. And Hitler used that to talk them in, to talk the government into giving him emergency powers. And he never gave them up, as y'all saw. So Trump coming right on in with the damn doctrine. All right, y'all don't, and basically he was using it saying, oh, I'm the only one who can protect our country. So you need to give me the power so that I can protect the country by myself. So Trump is doing the same damn doctrine. Oh, the borders, we need to protect the borders. I'm the only one who can protect the borders. Oh, I'll shut down the government. This motherfucker said, I'll shut down the government for years. He just said that. And then they asked him again. They said, well, did you say that you would shut down the government for years? He said, yep, I said that, and I'll do it.
And don't forget, when the government shut down for 13 days during Barack Obama's presidency, during his last, 12 to 16, right. When it shut down for 13 days, it was Trump calling for Barack Obama to be impeached.
Yep. It's going down now, though.
Okay. Okay. I can't even say this for the rant.
The rant is coming up.
Why do we make note of any lies white folks are caught in? That's like me making note of a particular turd that my dog drops on a walk. That's all these motherfuckers do is lie.
Can we have a better example?
That's all we do. No, you're going to deal with the shit on the walk, bro. You're going to deal with the shit on the walk. I don't get it.
Shit dog lovers understand.
Oh, my God. If I hear one more nigga say, if they was white, that wouldn't have happened, you Jasper-ass shade tree house coon. No shit.
Say it again. How the nigga say it?
If you hadn't been white, if you hadn't been black, now see, if that was a black man, you shut the fuck up. No shit. No shit. What else do you need? The Tuskegee experiment wasn't enough? The Trail of Tears wasn't enough? Flint water wasn't enough? This is when black folks gonna get their shit together. When enough becomes enough.
Let me tell you. Black folks ain't gonna never get their shit together.
They might not.
You know why?
Because they call themselves black.
Black people love white scrotum.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nothing like pink scrotum.
Is it a delicacy, nigga, on the menu?
Oh, my God.
It's a delicacy.
Oh, I got an Oscar. I got an Emmy. Oh, my uncle loves me.
I'm the first person to be. I'm the first person to win.
Yep.
I'm the first person.
I'm so tired.
I'm the first black.
Do you know what first black mean?
White scrotum, boy.
White
scrotum, the little knobs on the scrotum line up perfectly with the knobs on the spine of black people in America.
You know how if we gonna be honest about it, you know how when and forgive me in mixed company for saying this, but you know how when you look at your scrot in the morning when you get in the shower, where's the first place for most people I know, first place I go with the soapy rag is right down across the balls. And when you look at your balls real close, the skin is a road map to somewhere. It's got little lines. Well, those little lines for niggas are a road map to prosperity. They're a road map to acceptance. They're a road map. Yeah. The lines on the white man's scrot is a road map for your future.
Let me represent regular niggas now.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Well, come with a better plan then, nigga. All I see you doing up here is talking, nigga.
Oh.
You act like you got all the motherfucking answers, old bougie ass nigga, but you gonna be in the same situation I'm in, nigga.
Oh, okay.
You understand? You understand me, nigga?
Which
If you can't come with a better plan right now, nigga, right this motherfucker
Fuck what you talking about.
Let me tell you something, nigga. Let me tell you something, nigga. It's been 400 years. There's been a lot of motherfucking oppression, but all you got is complaints, my nigga. You ain't got no answers. Don't nobody know you. You ain't got no support.
Don't nobody know you.
So I'm tired of you coming in here, rocking the motherfucking boat when all the rest of these good ass niggas, we close to the motherfucking mortgage. We close to, I'm just saying, we close to paying my shit off. I'm not finna let one nigga that's on some wayward shit thinking he Malcolm X, old Talcum X, the built ass nigga. Let me tell you something. I ain't fucking with you, nigga. You ain't gonna fuck up my shit.
Some old Talcum X.
No.
Old Powder Revolution, Hotep ass nigga. I'm not gonna do none of that.
No. Y'all missed all the genius in that.
Said Talcum X.
All the genius in Talcum X is not in Talcum X.
No,
it's in Talcum X built ass nigga. From now on, whenever I have an adjective for some niggas, it's gonna go there, and right after that comes built ass niggas. Yeah,
Let me tell you something, nigga. Let me tell you something right now, nigga. I've been able to live good. I've been able to buy a couple of homes. I went to school. I did a few things
always got new
that a lot of you niggas can't do. And let me tell you something, nigga. I'm not finna give up none of it, my nigga. I'm not
Fuck me
finna.
some bitches. I get to do all the shit I need to do.
Yes.
So we got that run, right? We got that run. And so my thought is, at the end of the day, is it okay to put yourself in harm's way in order to try to protect the future? We got a lot of people who do a lot of good things as it pertains to charity. I'm talking about in our community. What if the churches in our community was our FEMA? Okay. I need you to think deep now. Well, first we'd have to
They
replace.
can't be.
But hold on, I'm saying, in an ideal way,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that was not their
Because of
design.
course you would have to replace, right? But that was their design at one point.
When?
Ancient times.
Oh, okay.
Here in America, a long time ago, here in America, the church was really a refuge. Damn Jesus and the cross. We talking about resources. Even if it meant escaping, the church was a resource in that context. Even when we talk about preserving the ancient African belief systems we used to have, the church was a resource in that sense. Now, the church is the white man gets spiritual booty from our people. What's our cut? We want some booty too, white man. Teach us the way through tax exemption and the teaching of hope. Yeah, dig?
Let's sell you some of this hope.
Let me sell you this hope.
Y'all come on in here and get a 12-pack of hope and go
A 12-pack.
help you through the week.
Listen, if you study anything about Masonics, the Masons, what is the highest goal for Masons? The individual Mason, Kev?
What do you mean?
The highest fucking goal. Why he wants to do good shit. Why he wants to build shit. Why he does charity. Why he studies.
So he get to wear that ring?
What is that? No. What is the highest achievement of a Mason?
What, to build himself into an enlightened man?
Boom.
Enlightenment.
And the term for it is apotheosis. It means God making. So while they're peddling belief and faith and just weather through it, brother.
And yeah, they got masonry going on in the back of the room while you praying in the front room. They doing their Masonic rituals in the back room.
Do you understand? That's part of their belief is we can rise to a consciousness level that is in union with God. No different than Buddhism.
Nope.
Buddha said enlightenment,
Yep.
right? Reach enlightenment, a state of samadhi, right? Even the Christians, the Christ consciousness. Even the Muslims, we talk about the whirling dervish, right? And who were those guys?
Those are the Moors.
No. I'm talking about their beliefs.
Oh, the belief systems.
Yeah, but because we talking about in ancient Islam, I forgot the term of these brothers who did the spinning, the whirling dervishes, but they were the Islamic mystics
right.
that reached a certain level of consciousness. Listen, consciousness is the real currency.
That's it.
Yeah, knowledge is the new money.
Enlightenment.
That motherfucker spending rent money on Christmas. An anagram for Satan. Santa. What?
Saturnalia.
Saturnalia.
Yep, Saturnalia.
The rings around Saturn. What the fuck?
Lord of the Rings.
And you ain't got no bug out bag, but you got gifts under the tree.
Right. Breaking yourself to get them gifts. Going into debt
Yeah.
to get them gifts.
Trying to pay it off before the next scheduled get together and spend your money event.
Lord have
But
mercy.
Valentine's Day, we got that one coming up.
Lord have mercy,
I just
Jesus.
want to say something, man, about going back to that government really quick.
Goodman.
Yeah, the government.
Goodman.
You guys need to be on the watch out because Trump implementing a national emergency is some real shit. They keep asking him that, and he keeps saying it's 100%. If we don't come to an agreement, it's about 100% that I'm going to do this. Now, the reason he's saying that, you guys need to go see this movie called Vice that just came out with Christian Bale. It's basically dealing with Cheney.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Cheney, the vice president of Bush, George Bush, and it talks about certain powers that the president has. It's called the unitary executive theory, and in that it states that the president has full executive authority over the government, over the executive branch of the government. So that's when Cheney got into government, he found that out, and him and Bush kind of had a deal where he was like, all right, I'll handle all the real shit. If I run as your vice president, you handle all the other little bullshit. I'll handle the real shit with the policies and the government and foreign shit. And so the reason he did that is because he found out about the doctrine of unitary executive authority, meaning the president can do anything he wants under the executive powers. So basically that meant that Cheney was really the president and using unitary executive authority. So this is what Trump is going to come in and bring in. Basically, they haven't thwarted that doctrine yet. It hasn't been dealt with in the court yet. So when he comes and he implements this, there's no law to take that away from him. There's no law that can take away that fucking power.
Here we go.
It's basically the president is king.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special time in the show. Let me turn the music off. This is a special time in the show where niggas who wear suede jackets.
You said niggas. I wasn't around to see if anybody else is on my fashion
No, this
page.
is a special time in the
Suede
show.
is for grown ass niggas. That's right.
Beautiful.
No, fuck that. Goddamn grown ass man. I wear this one suede. I wear this when it's hot outside. You know how much I pay for this thing?
No, this is a special time in the
Sitting
show
around in my drawers and this jacket just sweat.
where Geoff Brown really, really, really drills down on the show, the topic, and things that we tend to miss. See, because Geoff suffers from ADHD, he needs time to gather his thoughts. It's almost like vomit intellect. It's smart, but he upchucks it violently into your face.
I almost like that better than Hulk smash. I did.
Nah, but he kills the game. He's a very intelligent brother. One of my good, dear friends, man. One of my best friends.
I didn't know that.
And I got to be honest, man.
I might have to upgrade your friendship on my page because I didn't have you as high as
This nigga always late. No, because I'm still mad. I missed his 50th birthday party.
That was on you, nigga. You got to invite.
I said I was mad.
Okay, good. But it sounded like you might have been mad at me.
And then you said, I'm sorry, that's
And then you said,
that's Lavelle Crawford.
right?
And then
Oh
you
my
said,
God, I love LaBelle Crawford.
2 chops through the throat.
No, I can't let you in here. I'm going to say it.
So again, nah, man, Geoff Brown's intellectual rant is about to take flight right now. If you've never heard it, the next 3 minutes are gonna fucking peel your wig back.
I hope so. You can build it up. Shit.
And if it's bad, this is his last show.
That's right. Exactly.
Go ahead, Geoff Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, wow. Hope. I still disagree with my brother Zoe. I love him. But I like to say that hope is for shitty planners. Okay? Hope always implies that whatever is good for you is coming from some fucking where else. A plan. If you're going to hope anything, you need to hope your fucking plan work. If you and Massa are both praying for the same thing from the same God, when shit happens, who did God listen to? You and Massa. You know, back in there, I'm going to take you back 400 years. You and Massa. Massa, Lord, I sure hope you set me free. Yes, Lord. That's your prayer. Massa's prayer, Lord, you make sure my yield is good from these niggers because I'm trying to go to cotton, bring the cotton to market next week. Lord, I sure hope Massa die in his sleep. Them your prayers. But Massa's cotton makes it to market. Are you free yet? You still with this hoping. In the words of my grandmama, hope in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up the quickest. Trump ain't doing shit. If you are mad at Trump, if you are mad at R. Kelly right now, you are Pavlov's dog. You are not paying attention. When they ring the bell, you bark and salivate. That's what the media is. It is the bell. You done found a way. You done found a way with your Jasper ass, shade tree, house coon ass to be mad at R. Kelly again as if he didn't piss on a teenager on video 2 decades ago. If you got 12 play on CD, Dusty somewhere,
Teach him.
that nigga used your money to dupe them girls. You are implicit too.
Teach him now.
Fuck you, nigga. You ain't nobody. How many times have we heard that from people who ain't doing shit?
Yes, Lord.
Fuck you, nigga. You ain't nobody. Here's where they're wrong.
Yes, Lord. Teach him.
You are, and not on no Jesse shit, you are somebody.
Yes, Lord.
Somebody who predates
Somebody.
everything you see as authority.
Yes.
You predate that. You ain't nobody means I ain't nobody either. And both of y'all are wrong.
Yes, Lord.
Niggas are comfy with their small world the way nobody else is. This is why
Teach him, Lord.
this is why I got mine mentality works so well.
Teach
It's because so many niggas have been duped into believing that their little shit is a lot.
Teach him,
And
Lord.
they are wrong.
Teach him again.
Won't he do it? Nigga, ain't he done it?
And then you
Why don't you
said,
take a good look? Why is it that nigga miracles
nigga miracle.
are the tiniest?
Lord have mercy.
Nigga miracles are the tiniest.
Lord have mercy.
You'll see a nigga with a license plate frame talking about how his car is his miracle. Are you serious, nigga? You mean a God you pray to is responsible for you going to a car lot and buying something for $30,000, but putting your name on the hook for $60,000,
Preach,
and it's worth $3,000 less when you drive it off?
Wow.
If your God got something to do with that, you need to switch gods.
Wow. Preach, Lord. Preach, teach them, Lord.
The government. gets its money. You think the money belongs to the government. No, it don't. It belongs to the Federal Reserve. Look very closely on your dollar. On the back, it says Federal Reserve Note. The people in the Federal Reserve is just some rich motherfuckers who loan money to your government.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Your
Yes.
bank owns you, which makes your voting useless. at this
Anthem,
point.
Lord. Anthem.
Voting, I've had to change my position on it. I don't think that voting for black people is useless. I think it is amazingly premature.
Lord.
It's amazingly. You got so much shit to do first.
Yes,
You know what you're doing when you vote? You ever made a cake?
And then you said,
You know how you put eggs? You stupid. You know how you put eggs and milk and flour and sugar and you mix it together and you put it in the oven. And then when it comes out, it's raised nice and pretty. And then you ice it. You know what
Yes.
you niggas is doing?
what they doing?
You niggas is trying to put icing in the fucking batter.
Oh, Lord.
Make the fucking cake first.
Yes, Lord.
Make a cake of financial independence.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
Abandon, abolish, destroy, financially terrorize this nation. What the fuck would this nation do
What
if
would-
everybody black decided they wasn't gonna play football
What
for
would-
nobody but somebody else black?
Lord.
What the
Ooh.
fuck would you do
What would
if the NBA said we ain't bouncing basketballs for your ass no more? We're all joining Ice Cube's 3-on-3 league.
Teach 'em,
what
Lord.
what
Teach
the
'em.
fuck would you do
Teach 'em now.
if every athlete coming out of high school said, fuck you, I'm going to HBCU?
Make a way,
What would you
Lord.
do?
Make a way, Lord.
What would you do? You are the ambassadors of everything cool, and you have been since you got here.
Make
the
a way.
black woman in her unweaved, unpermed, natural state is the Earth's original blueprint for beauty.
Oh, yes, Lord.
Any substitutions, additions,
Yes,
or
Lord.
subtractions
Yes,
are
Lord.
quantum steps backward.
Yes,
what
Lord.
happens
Yes,
when the
Lord.
black woman really believes that and stops putting shit in her hair?
How about it, Lord?
Stops, but no fake. What happens when they go, you know what? I don't
Preach, nigga,
I don't need no fake nails. Fake nails is a lie. Your nails don't look like that. Fake makeup is a lie. Your skin ain't that color. Heels is a lie. You ain't that tall. Weave is a lie. Your hair ain't that long. What happens when the black woman wakes up and says all of that? All of this shit is over and she is waking up. Sisters, I applaud you, but understand that as the end comes and as white folks figure out that they really starting to be treated like niggas and there's smoke in every city, the only thing that is going to save you is the shit that Big Mama taught you, but you got to invert it and take Jesus out of it. All I'm saying is I love God, but I fired King James as his publicist. I'm done. I said, niggas, get your shit together. We gon' go to church now and ask the question. How long we gotta study this book before we ain't got to come back here no more? I mean, it's just one book with 66 books in it. Can we figure this shit out? I wanna know why it is that I've been putting my tithes in here. We got a 40-year building fund, and this building is still fucking raggedy. Raggedy. How is it that I gotta get on the bus with 4 kids and the pastor got a Rolls Royce? That Rolls Royce got 4 seats in it, and he don't get nobody else to ride that son bitch. Why is the first lady first? She don't look better than my auntie. We back over here on your auntie now. How come you can't get it together, Bernice?
Hey.
How come we can't name our kids some names that make some goddamn sense? Shaquanda Nisha. All these nigga French names now. Jaquavius. Yeah. Jaquavion. I met a man named Quantavion. Quantavius. Are you gonna let a man named Quantavius be your doctor now? Hey. A man named Quantavius around nothing sharp or heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ZOWHAT
Do my breaks.
mid-morning show. Hey, man, this was great. That was Geoff Brown's intellectual rant, man. And, you know, we let him go sometimes, you know. We had to just get out of his way a little bit and let him preach. But again, we do this as satire. And let me just say, yes, it's entertaining, and yes, it's funny. But why do you need that to be inspired? I always ask people, like, when you look at greatness, and sometimes you got to refer back to, say, you know, something mundane like sports. But when you look at greatness in most people, and it's beyond sports, but when you look at greatness in most people, there's a through line. And you know what that through line is?
What?
Obsessive, passionate work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck what's going on in the world. This my focus. When you have been stripped
I was wondering when it was
of knowledge of self,
I was wondering when somebody was gonna get
stripped of knowledge of self, all your internal meanings and definitions come from the outside. And instead of being internally motivated, you have to be externally motivated. A demonic society has to pat you on the back in order for you to feel like you've arrived.
Wow. Wow.
Good job, little servant. You've done well for yourself
My slave, nigga.
within the context I created for you. So we talk to our brothers and sisters. We say, brothers and sisters, hey, can we work together? Can we cooperate? Can we continue to collaborate, cooperate, and instead of being competitive and combative towards one another, can we come together? Can we work together? Can we look to put ourselves in a position to where on a community level we operate like an internal government? No.
Shit.
No, because
Not until we have to.
we have to purge their value system.
Mm-hmm.
We have to purge it. I must purge myself. I must say, I'm sorry. I purge myself. Purge me.
For all y'all who don't know what that is, go watch The Golden Child.
I purge myself.
This is Brother Numsi.
Forgive me, Brother Numsi. I have stolen from you, Brother Numsi.
I should be flogged.
I should be flogged. I should be purged. I should be purged. But again, you can purge a cigar of a bitter taste if you blow through it. You blow through it and you can purge it of a bitter taste. See, we have to purge the negative belief system that has been implanted in our mind about ourselves that comes down from the dominant society.
How about it? I used to like
Society creates broke niggas, not broke niggas. Niggas don't wake up broke. Society creates broke niggas. Oh, so I disagree. You can get out there and you can work. Yeah, you can't have the headphones on your ear. It'll You can get out there and work. You can get out there and you can do something. Something is predicated on a choice that was offered.
Right, already created for you.
I'm not asking nobody to be lazy. I'm not asking nobody to not have an internal drive to want better, to want more. I'm not saying you shouldn't go work and create something. You always got creation.
Absolutely.
You always got that. What I am saying is this infrastructure is designed to say, hey, nigga, you created something really nice. I'm not going to let it into my system unless you do a deal with me. And the deal you do with me, I get the lion's share because you want to be on this level.
Right. You got to bend over to get in here.
Yeah, and it did. Purge. I must purge myself.
That's why you need to stop taking the choices that they push to you and go watch what they're doing. Stop listening to what they're telling you. Go watch what they're doing to get ahead and do that shit. That's the name of the game. I mean, anyone can do that shit. You just don't. They just don't tell you about the game.
The problem in what you just said, Kev, is the one word ahead. To get ahead is what white people's or what black people's definition of ahead is. I was in the car with my son, and he said, "Dad," and this dude 12. What's the difference between rich and wealthy? And I had to break it down to him.
What's the difference?
Rich is when you can afford to lay back on your ass for 3 or more, between 3 and 5 years, and have your life run exactly like it's running. Exactly like it's running. I do not have to show up to work to live. That is financial independence. That's rich. Wealth is when you can ensure the security of your great-great-grandchildren from right where you are. That what I have done now, my great-great-grandkids ain't got to worry about shit.
Wealth, in a nutshell of what Geoff is saying, another way to say it is, we have never worked.
My son worked.
Like, if you could say, we have never worked.
What you call work?
We have never worked. Labor? What type of folly is this?
What is this labor you speak of?
We do not do that here.
Okay, you're gonna have to go deeper on the work. I don't understand.
Work comes from the word worship.
Okay.
The God Kings needed worship through the peasants' work. Build my shit, commoner.
Yeah, that goes all the way back to Samaria.
Work is worship. Now, you got to worship something, don't you? You got to believe in something.
I know you, and I value you by your works.
Believe in me.
Right.
Why not believe in me?
No, but see, I'm going to bring it back. A corrupt system has designed a thought process that makes it make sense to work for that which is corrupt. This is why your relationships are transactional. This is why passive prostitution and passive pimping is in play in our intimate relationships. Bitch, I got resources. Now, what you gonna do? Now, I ain't got to say it. But bitch, you see all this opulence?
Right.
You see this?
Now, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? What did you bring?
What did
you bring?
Right? He's pimping, and then the other part is, well, damn. When I do get dropped off by the chauffeur back at my 1-bedroom apartment, it is fucked up in there.
Right.
I do have a roach or two. Now, what you gonna do? Society in which we live.
You was gonna anyway, wasn't you?
Look at the new taxes. You know what's going? First off, we're in the middle of wealth calcification, the most calcified time in wealth in the history of money, and it's only getting worse. The wealth gap is widening. The wider the wealth gap gets,
the harder it is to jump it.
No, the wider women with no resources gaps get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Caverns?
Yeah. The wider the wealth gap gets, by default, the less a woman has to bring to negotiate with.
That's why they're fighting for equality with the dollar.
Sure.
That's why they're fighting for equal rights as a gender, as they should.
Sure.
But the point that's being made is the people that are struggling the most right now are about to struggle even more because the lines of delineation between have and have not is about to get even sharper than it already is. Mm-hmm. How you going to a Laker game and got to step over a nigga's bed at the crosswalk?
Right. Right.
Yeah, if you go downtown, to the Staples Center,
Right.
yeah.
Right at Staples Center, my nigga?
Staples Center,
Right.
you got to step right up. Excuse me, brother.
Excuse me, brother. Could you motherfuckers walk around? I'm in the middle of a motherfucking nap.
That's right.
You understand? I got my motherfucking alarm clock ready.
Right.
Hey.
And this dude used to drive a bus.
Them niggas is gangster, too.
Yeah.
You got a lot of everybody homeless ain't crazy.
Ain't crazy or whatever.
Ain't violent. They ain't criminals. You got some people who really believed in this system, and bullshit just lined itself up one after the other to create their situation of life.
Right.
That this shit is not coincidental that you got a dude who has a skill living under a bridge in a box. This shit is by design, and it's fucking evil.
Oh, yeah. Listen. You thought this shit was about you? Mm-hmm. Being able to live the kind of life you want to live? Let me tell you something, nigga. You forgot that you in a play. You done took your play serious. You done took your role serious, nigga.
I'm telling you, major act is coming up, and y'all don't get ready for that shit. Y'all gonna get steamrolled by this shit.
I can see the government, I can see the president going, hey, nigga, you really think you Batman, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You believe the role you cast in.
Right.
Listen,
Bruce Wayne working fries.
I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm trying to bring something to your attention, guys, that's very, very, very important. You want to take care of your family? Mm-hmm. You got to learn survival skills.
Yes, sir.
You do.
Yes, sir.
You do. You got to get them bug out bags. And there's more. Listen, let's just pull up some shit. There's so much you could have to make sure that your people are straight. Part of it, this is why I always talk about community. Part of the survivalist community, and a lot of these white people, Ted Nugents, and
Own it.
They own it. These motherfuckers got bow and arrows and all type of shit. But
MREs, meal ready to eat.
MREs, meals ready to eat. Part of survival goes on a this is my family, my crib, my peoples. I got weapons, I got food, I got this, but then it also spreads out.
To who else thinks like that?
You in an apartment building? That apartment building got to think the same way.
Yes.
Or you got motherfucking
Chaos.
enemies.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what
Them niggas downstairs got Denty Moore.
Right.
These niggas got beef stew.
Yep.
And we got nothing.
And my baby
going
looking at me
down,
like,
nigga.
what?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Mad Max right there.
And I live in a fucking hovel.
Right.
A fucking hovel.
Fucking hovel.
Oh shit, that was funny. Hey,
So- Go ahead.
just wanted to read you because a lot of people be tripping on Trump, man, but he tells you guys the truth. A lot of the times,
Thank
you know, but most people just think he's crazy and don't know what he's saying. But this was a tweet that he put out a few months ago, and he broke down that you guys don't have any rights. He said, "You people are trying to insult my intelligence, asking me if I read the Constitution. Okay, how many of you are able to figure out how the 14th Amendment works?" Excuse me. In case nobody knows, the infamous 14th Amendment was designed to put people as legal fiction, giving up your rights for privileges and immunities by voting for you.
Whoa. Slow down.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
A legal fiction is a corporation.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all need to know. Okay, now
Yeah, my bad.
continue.
Yeah, so giving up your rights for privileges and immunities. By voting for me or anyone in office, you committed a crime against your Republican form of government. Try to figure that out first, and then ask me if I read the U.S. Constitution. He just killed people with that. That is absolutely true.
Okay.
That is absolutely 100% true what he said. You motherfuckers don't have rights. In the 14th Amendment, it says it right there. It does. The word rights is not in the 14th Amendment.
Y'all remember,
at all.
Hey, y'all remember that? I know you guys remember it. Motherfuckers on top of the roof.
Oh,
during FEMA. During Katrina.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Asking for help. Yeah, y'all niggas ain't. Yep. Y'all ain't got no rights.
Y'all think this is a game?
Y'all ain't got no rights.
Y'all think this is a game?
And they know that. Y'all don't know that shit. Y'all walking around here thinking you got rights. When your voting is up every 25 years, or every 25 years they have to recertify you to vote.
I'm talking about black folk.
Yeah, melanated people. Yeah, y'all gotta. Y'all don't get to vote all the time.
Melanated people.
Listen to the depth of that. Every 25 years, I have to renew your ability to wish.
To wish. Thank you. Your ability to wish.
You're not selecting nothing.
Integration destroyed our socialism.
Man.
Our socialism was destroyed by it. There's no other group of people desperate to leave their lineage and join white folks in a homogenized state like black folks. Black folks cannot wait.
Take me with you.
I'm the only nigga in my neighborhood. Oh my God, that's a brag. You bragging about that? We can't wait.
The last time we had something like you're talking about is the Black Panthers. And the Black Panthers weren't, I mean, they were military on some shit, but most of their shit was programs.
Right.
Free lunch, medical programs, and all that shit. They're the
Black
ones.
Panthers,
That's
man.
why you got medical programs today. They're copying off the Black Panthers. So
let me go back, because I was trying to finish that thought.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the thought is this. It ain't gonna just be you and yours that survive.
How about it, bruh?
If y'all not community building, right? That's why I went back to my church point.
Who is your clan?
My church point. If the church was FEMA, meaning we got resources, we got food, we got housing, if that was the concept for your people.
Man.
But the church is such a big-ass hustle and an easy way to leech off of people who already don't have shit.
Yep.
It's easier to extrapolate what little they got out of them and pad your shit with it individually. And I'm not saying there aren't churches out there that don't pay Big Mama's bills and didn't drop off a turkey.
That's what made them special, and that's the problem.
Right. What I'm saying is there needs to be a community plan of action to survive dumb shit.
You need to learn the science of organization first.
Money runs everything. Most niggas in the NFL didn't kneel because them checks would stop and fuck all the illusion up.
Yep. They live check to check too.
Right.
Massa ain't gonna give me that money for that new car. Won't. Get on one knee.
So the same government shutdown is imposing that same pressure on people right now. Man, whatever they say, I got to do it because my mortgage is due, and I done talked to them 3 times. And do you get what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Do you know the movie that black folks need to watch and model? It's a Wonderful Life with Frank Capra, director or written by Frank Capra. This is the movie that every holiday with Jimmy Stewart, they play this sumbitch till you want to throw up. But do you know what happens in that movie? The establishment, Mr. Potter, is putting it to everybody else in the town, and them white folk get together, pool their money, and make shit work.
Of course.
Niggas is gonna have to learn that the projects was made by white folks, but they didn't build them with piss in the elevators and busted out windows. You niggas did that.
Wow.
And if you want to learn how to organize, go study the Black Panthers and what they did.
Yes.
That system of organization was great, from coast to coast.
Hold on, nigga.
What, did I say something wrong, bro?
We ain't just goddamn minute.
I say something wrong, bro?
Hold on. Didn't them motherfuckers get blown up by the government?
Sure.
What the fuck is you asking me? That was a failed experiment, nigga. Send me a successful example.
They didn't get blown up by the government.
Listen, I represent the Common Nigga Foundation. Let me tell you something about us common niggas. Listen now. Security, comfort, and a white man nut canopy are essential to maintaining a normal life.
Nut canopy.
I need the white man nut canopy.
Keep the sun off you.
To keep all debris and all type of social calamity from it.
Nut canopy.
I need some Caucasian scrot insurance.
Hold on now.
That's what CSI
When you
really
come in
is.
here with these fantastical ideas or whatnot, you understand?
That
Them
shit
niggas
worked.
died, didn't they? Did them niggas die?
No, they didn't die. They got disbanded, but they didn't die. Well, some of them. Some of them died. But they got infiltrated by Nixon, COINTELPRO, because of what they were doing. Nixon's whole plan was he was looking for a black messiah to come back, and his whole plan was we cannot let one nigga rise and bring them all together.
So he basically did like the Pharaoh did with the when they was looking to try to kill Jesus. We gonna look and just kill every male child to try to find the Messiah.
Anybody who showed signs that they could bring somebody together. Why you think they kicked Fred Hampton's door in and shot him while he was asleep?
Oh,
Shot him up.
hold on. Did they kill him?
You mean dead, right?
They killed him dead.
They killed him dead.
Yeah.
Hey, listen here, nigga. You got a lot of highfalutin ideas or whatnot.
What kind of?
They highfalutin.
They're just not bulletproof.
No.
Now, we'll get with you with the medium
Let
falutin.
me tell you something right
You
now.
can falute in the middle, but that high falutin shit.
Let me tell you something right now, nigga.
What's up, Nick?
Nothing is more bulletproof than white scrotum canopies. A white scrotum canopy will keep you safe in America, nigga.
State of the art bulletproof thing.
Yeah.
You nestle up in there like a bed bug. And everything is fine from then on.
Nestle up in there like a dead bird.
Everything fine from then on. You understand? You understand me
That's what
now?
you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. Because at the end of the day,
crying.
that's the one place the white man ain't gonna shoot himself. It's in the balls.
He not gonna shoot himself in the
He ain't gonna shoot
balls.
himself in the balls. So you get up under the balls, you're safe.
And I'm just saying, that's the reality of the society in which we live. Period.
I get up under the white man balls. That's one place he ain't gonna shoot himself.
So, and then I come back to say, a world, listen, a nationwide network of resources to where FEMA is obsolete.
You can
And I'm
do
talking
it.
about for your own community.
Yeah, you can do it. I'm telling you, just copy the Black Panther shit.
Ooh, ooh.
Curing sickle cell. Niggas was doing that shit, man. Feeding niggas, curing sickle cell, doing all this shit.
Listen, let me tell you something about.
Clothing
Let me tell you
people?
something about our people, man. Let me tell you something about our people, man. They don't really give a fuck about our people.
Yeah, our people don't give a fuck about our people.
Right.
They don't.
Well,
They don't. That's why.
What do you mean now? Because
No.
there's been
I'm
bred,
talking about
it's
today.
been breeded out. Yeah, it's
Today.
been bred out of us.
Well, here's where we're not. Kevin, are you and I cousins?
You mean
Actual blood
actual
cousins?
blood
Are we?
cousins. I mean, as far as the human family, but not.
How do you
Yeah,
know
we ain't
that? How do you know that?
Not immediately.
How do you know that?
Because we all come from the same place.
No. How do you know that the blood that runs through your veins is not remotely related to the blood that runs through mine? How do you know that?
Oh, you mean directly right now?
Yes.
I don't.
You don't. So from that place, I say we are. I say because you have split us up. Because a few hundred years ago, there was a dude with masculine attributes that was made to mate over and over and over and over again, and then all those kids were sold. So how then can I say that that's not my cousin and that's not my relative? So since I can't say that you aren't, by default, you are. The way Jews are. You can't fuck with one Jew. You're not fucking with one. You fucking with them all.
Right.
Until we
Can you
get
say
there.
something about Jews, nigga?
See?
Oh, hey, for the nigga that represents the National Normal Niggas Foundation.
Uncle Woody?
Let me tell you something. I represent the National Normal Nigga Foundation.
The national normal nigga.
And you will not say nothing wrong about no Jewish people in my presence. You understand?
Uncle Woody, wait a minute.
Don't you ever come in here and say nothing about Jewish folk. I got a lot of Jewish friends, but more importantly,
I want to keep my house.
you say something about, you ain't never heard me say this before, but you say something about them folk, things happen. Now, you don't want your house, you don't want your life moving around like furniture, do you? Don't say nothing about them people now.
LeBron just called him rich. Look what happened to that nigga.
Dude, Jews are so gangster, they got
going with
niggas
that?
scared to compliment them.
Right.
That's some thug.
You done said
Called him
that
anti-Semitic for calling him rich.
there's two niggas. There's two niggas. You done said it twice now. Next time you say that word,
Get your ass on that
that J word, I'm turn his mic off.
J word. Okay. Well, then I'm really gonna fuck you up.
Mind your J's.
Please understand, Hollywood is run by three groups of people: gays, Jews, and gay Jews. That's who really needs. If you have a problem with any of them, then you don't need to be in this business.
He done did it again, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He done did it again. I done told him to keep his head low, try to get some opportunities.
Keep his head low.
You keep your head low, you don't say shit, you look the other way, and next thing you know, you're in the same room with him.
Is that how you made it to 81, Uncle Woody?
That's how I made it to 81. I kept my head low, didn't talk loud. You know what I'm saying? A little shuffling. Shuffling is real important.
Yeah.
Because, see, shuffling is like shoveling the deck.
That's what I was about to say.
You want a new hand? Shovel. You see, when you dealing with the powers that be, sometimes they recognize their mistake. Oh, I gave this nigga a motherfucking 4 clubs. He shuffled the cards. He asked respectfully. I shuffled them for him. He got a new hand. Now look at it. See, sometimes, you know, it's the art of asking without asking. You just look pitiful with your head down,
Hat in
and
your
then
hand.
that's an indication.
You gotta put your hat in your hand.
That's an indication.
Man, listen, we don't have all the answers, man. What we do know is that it's hard to make it through, even when the government is running. When it's up and running, it's hard to make it through, even when the government is up and running. So imagine when it shuts down. So then we ask the questions, do you have the necessary resources to survive long term if the local grocery store runs out of food?
Out of provisions.
Out of provisions.
How much water do you have?
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's important not only for us to think that way in terms of our own insulary, isolated family, but it's also important to think that way in terms of a community. This is why community is so important. But you can't have community when the definition for the people that's supposed to commune with one another comes from outside of that communion. We don't have communion. We don't have respect for each other. We don't have appreciation for each other. It's all just a fucking quagmire. Go ahead, Jeff. Get this, because we got one minute.
If you have more than one bathroom in your house that has more than one bathtub, might I suggest that you do all of your bathing and showering in one bathroom and keep that bathtub full of water. Keep it full of water. And every week, let that water out, fill it up again, and tell nobody don't you fuck with this goddamn water. Because you might need that water.
No, that's one of the survival tactics, is fill up the bathtub with water.
Yeah.
In the event of a natural disaster.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't want to pour it out, you want to keep it every week, put a teaspoon of bleach in it. It'll keep that water fresh. It'll keep bacteria out of it. And you at least have X amount of gallons of water on hand, should the water get turned off, or should the ATMs be turned off, or should you see tanks rolling down your block?
Or baking soda. It makes it alkaline. Baking soda.
Baking soda, okay.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the ZOWHAT Brunch Show. We in here trying to get our lives together, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. We don't have all the right answers. We be talking shit. We be off topic a lot, but it's fine. I need everybody within the sound of my voice, thank you, Geoff, to go get my Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship audio book. Everybody should go pre-order the Holographic Relationship, which is my next book, due out next month, February 2019. Go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com. Again, pre-order your copy of that. Go get the audio book of the Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Everybody is telling me that the audio book is fantastic. It's on fire. Good. Please go out and support it. I thank everybody for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and I will see you guys tonight, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Dash Talk X. Deuces.
Peace.
Listen, everybody in the chat room, man, y'all all should have been hitting the like button. Y'all fronted on that. Everybody in this motherfucker should have been hitting the super chat. Y'all fronted on that. Yeah, come on, man. These shows be fire. They be funny. They be insightful. I need everybody to go support Kev. I need everybody to go support We Juice. I need everybody to go support Geoff Brown. Y'all, man, seriously? Y'all just be like, fuck it, man. Fuck whatever these niggas is talking about.
Which is part of the problem.
Yes. Go on out there and get your damn book. Learn how to work your melanin, goddammit.
But it's all good. We gon'